from C9 being the best at FlyQuest?
I could easily do it if you told me to right now.
Do it. Predict FlyQuest. You won't.
I'll predict FlyQuest. FlyQuest are going to, let's see. Now I got to craft my.
Why it's gonna work?
Now I got to craft my.
All right. Well, while you think of that, I'll go C9 still gonna win this one. I think the versatility, like we were talking about with the drafts. I think, I do think that it's very close. I think it's closer maybe than people give it credit for, because even that.
I think it's really close.
Even that tiebreaker game on week 8. Yes, Berserker was insanely far ahead on the Draven, but the rest of the map, if I remember correctly, was not bad for FlyQuest. Like, they were pretty close in that game. It was just that Berserker was absolutely smurfing.
Yeah.
But like, it wasn't like, oh, they were just absolutely getting pounded by C9 everywhere.
If I remember, he did well in lane, and then it wasn't until that topside play where he ends up getting
with the bailout.
Yeah, exactly. That he like really started destroying them. I think, and I also think C9 are the best team, but I think a lot of overwhelming like C9 are here and FlyQuest are here, where it's actually a lot closer, is coming from the fact that when C9 win, it is typically insanely dominant. Again, they're playing around like all of these prio lanes. Blabber, even if he isn't in his lanes, he's counter jungling. So when he comes to team fights, he's actually super farmed up and sometimes a lot of the time stronger than his opponents. Their Drake control specifically has been really good. Again, off of bot side prio. So like when they win, I think it looks so dominant, and that's where like a lot of the perception is coming from. I think it's going to be really close. I'm also going C9 for very similar reasons. I think they're a lot more flexible between their solo laners. I think they're more flexible with how they want to play, because even if they don't want to play a pushing bot like an Ashe Varus or something like that, I feel like they can bust out obviously Zeri lanes, Aphelios lanes. Berserker is insane Aphelios. I don't know if people remember that, but that was like originally when we were like, this kid is cracked. It's because he was gale forcing in on Aphelios and just destroying people. So I think that this meta is just so strong for them. I don't really see them like getting super hard countered in draft. And maybe I'm wrong about that, but like right now I can't see it.
I'm with you on. I think that actually the top side is extremely close. I actually give it to the bot lane where it's more C9 favorite, and not because the AD carries, but the support mismatch. I think, but like top lane, you have this clash of styles where Fudge is all in on early game stuff. It seems like for the most part, but he can obviously go weak side. That's what Impact naturally does, but he does sometimes play the carries as well himself and has his unique pocket counter picks and stuff like that, or GPs or Mords or whatever, if he ever wants to do those. I think the junglers are very even. I think Vikla from round 1 versus Eminez from round 2 is actually very close, explosive matchup.
Great.
I think they will trade kills all over the place, and I feel like that's the Vikla we saw in round 1. So like I think that's the Vikla that's back for playoffs. It's just that I think Sven has been really good this split. Ayla has been very hit or miss, and that's where it's going to be the biggest problem.
That's something I